Hi everybody, John with you. Welcome back to my channel. And it's a Friday evening. My work week has begun. I work on the weekends, so I don't usually do videos on the weekends, but I wanted to go ahead and do this one for you. Just a quick video. I went to the Friends of the Library book and music sale again, because I have to go every couple weeks to check new stuff. To see if there were any new records or new books I wanted, and of course there were some, so I picked up like 22, I think I counted 22 records, and some books and a CD too. So let's just take a look at what I got. So first I picked up this book. I was really surprised to find this. It was $3. The Morning Star by Nick Bantock. I don't know if you're familiar. He did a series, 4 or 5 books that I have that I'm totally in love with, just have loved for years, about the correspondence of Griffin and Sabine. It's fiction, obviously, but I just love it. And this is where it's illuminated and continued. I didn't even know this one existed. But I love the style of these books. They're like beautiful to look at, and it's just the letters, the postcards between these people, postcards and letters back and forth, sort of telling their story and their weird adventures. It gets very weird and sort of like out of sync, and there's sort of mythological place. Some places are real, some places are mythological. He also did a book on the museum at Purgatory, which was fabulous, and was this same sort of style of book. Some of them even have, they actually have like an entire letter in them written out, so I can't even tell you. I mean, I just love this stuff so much. So I was really, really surprised to find out that there was a continuation past the 4th or 5th book, this one. So there it is. Had to get it. Got this travel book called Music in Every Room, which was taken from an advertisement for this hotel. These people were going to say that there was music in every room around the world in a bad mood. It's just there. It sounds good. What's it say here? Quirky, querulous, oddly appealing travelogue. Yeah. These things aren't always what they think they're going to be, but I like this kind of writing. And then finally for books, what was that one? That was $2. I don't have my receipt. That was $2. Finally, this one I couldn't pass up. A Pictorial History of Guam, USA. This was $5, but like I said, not a book I'd ever seen before, probably one I won't see again. It's from 1974. And you know, I do love picture books full of photographs, especially when they have a lot of people in them. I especially really love like all these sort of kitschy photographs of these people on Guam. So yeah, it's a cute book. Now, I got a CD, 13 Ghosts, composed by John Frizzle. This is soundtrack from the film. I'm sure I have seen the film. I don't really remember it, but I love like creepy, eerie music, and I have CDs of like eerie music that I love to read. I love to play at Halloween, but I just love any time of the year when the wind is blowing and you know you're gonna read a good kind of creepy novel to listen to eerie music. But I always make compilations. I take excerpts out because I don't like all that dun 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 dun, like the really loud, horrifying stuff. I just love the music that has an eerie, you know, sensibility to it that's quieter, and I have quite a lot of it, and I'm willing to bet, looking from this, that there's probably some of that on here, that I can extract some of these songs for these sort of compiled CDs I make of that creepy music. Yeah. Now, records, got a couple 45s. Hawaiian Christmas ones. Kani Kani Pele, Jingle Bells, Santa, vocal by Carol Rose. And the flip side is a takeoff, I guess. I haven't listened to any of the music, so I can't talk about it, you know, having listened to it. Oh Little Town of Laupahoehoe, probably a takeoff on A Little Town of Bethlehem. And then this one, this is not Christmas, but this was a Hawaiian one. Never saw this before. You Are Music by Hilo Hattie and the Waimanalo Keikis. Flipped over with Because You Were Young, Because You're You by Alan and Julie Greer. I do have a different 45 from them and also their LP. And then I mentioned in the last video that I love these little 45 sets, or 45s that have like 4 songs on them, or what. I love those things. And they had a couple. I went through everything and they had a few. Lonely Spell by Bob Manning. This is a singer. Again, I haven't played it, so I can't really tell you about it. This is part 2, so obviously there was another one as well. But I love these things. And they're like 4 songs on them. 45s, but they're cute. And this one by Chris Connor. I didn't know who that was. I had to look them up while they were there and listen to something on YouTube. But a wonderful female jazz type singer. 50 cents, you know. Same thing, like 4 songs on it. Have to have it. Okay, then now the LPs. I did get 3 Christmas ones. This because Glenn Campbell, That Christmas Feeling, I don't have it, and it's got some original songs on it, so I'm down with it. Pop Goes Christmas, Arthur Fiedler and the Boston Pops. I didn't have this one, and it would seem to be a classic or something you should have. And this one I got, I will admit, primarily because I just love the cover of it. It's Roger Williams, pianist, plays Christmas songs, but do you not love that? I mean, that is adorable. We had to get it for that reason.
Nothing excites me like the thrilling sound of organ music. You can hear organ music on Moody Mood Music on Live365.com. Well, not just organs. You can hear a flute, you can hear a guitar, a violin, a charming lilting choir. Beautiful, relaxing music. Join me where we will thrill to the world's finest true high fidelity. Moody Mood Music on Live365.com. The link is below in the description.
Now for the records, most of these are $1. Some of them, I did get some $2 ones this time, just sort of depended on how badly I wanted them. Beatle Ballads, the Johnny Mann Singers, these are all, you know, for my Moody Mood Music radio station of easy listening music. I was excited to find this one. Sunset Strings play the Roy Orbison songbook. I love these kind of things where they make over like well-known songs. This was 2 LP set, The World of Orchestra leader Don Cherry. Quite a few songs I wasn't familiar with here, so I'll be curious to hear this. Excited to find this. I did not have this, and you know I love his stuff, although I don't know if this is him reading poetry or not, but Pastoral, Rod McEwen. This was a 2-record set for only $1, so you know everybody's hating on him. Westminster Symphony, so I'm not sure, because I know I have some records of him where it's just compositions too. There's not even, it's instrumental, so I don't know exactly what this is, but you know, we'll see. This one I got it for the music, but I also just got it because it's just a record cover I want to look at more. The music of Lecuona, Stanley Black and his orchestra. He composed a lot of well-known sort of Latin tropical songs. Love this cover too. Villa Fontana or Via Fontana, Villa, I guess. Violins, the Villa Fontana violins, 1970. Although, I was going to say, is that 70 inches? What is that? Let's see. Yeah, Via Fontana, violin 70s. I don't know. We're going to try it. Another dollar record from Cleo Lane, so I thought I would get that one too. Born on Friday. Songstress. 16 great performances, original soundtrack recordings from 16 different films. Keyboard Magic. I've seen this around, but I've always seen it for a bigger price. I don't really know why. Keyboard Magic, John Handley. It is actually recorded in Hawaii, although it's not a Hawaiian album, but it's the Lowry organ. I have a Christmas album that features the Lowry organ that's just to die for. So I thought, let me get this, because they, you know, it's very, we would say now, very cheesy sounding, and they use all these different sound settings to sound like a brass band and to sound like angels singing and to whatever, and they tend to get really jazzy, and I'm all about it. So Keyboard Magic, John Handley, bring it on. Here's a French easy listening album from Raymond Lefevre, number 10, and his grand orchestra. Really excited to find this one, budget label, Action Thriller Goldfinger. Violence, a gilded corpse, swinging gauntlet, the pulsating big band sounds of action with this great cover art. From the 007 band. Can't wait to hear that one. The Letterman, The Time Is Right. And there's a million Letterman albums, I know. I did pick this one up though because there was one song, Love Me Like a Stranger. I love that song. I love that song. I kind of wanted to hear them do it. A Mystic Moods Orchestra album I did not have, and I don't think this is a compilation from the tracks. I don't think so. Because there was another one there that was them, but it was like I recognized from the other albums, like, oh, that one's compilation, but I don't think this one is. The Many Splendored Guitar of Buddy Merrill. Another Steve Lawrence album. I love Steve Lawrence, and now we're getting into the 70s when they're just like, I think, being really groovy. 1969. Golden Rainbow. That's a real cheesy song. Golden Rainbow. Anyway. Michael Legrand and his orchestra, Strings on Fire. That's dangerous. How do they play them? And then finally, okay, I was so excited to find this record. You might remember in one of my previous hauls from the Friends of the Library sale, there was a 2-record set called Hollywood Gold Volume 2 by the Quadra Strings in quadraphonic, playable on stereo. And I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to hear this. I still haven't played it, but I'm like, oh, so interesting. There must be a Volume 1. If there's a Volume 2, I would love to get Volume 1 too. And lo and behold, today, there was, or when I went back this time, Volume 1, the Quadra Strings. Playable on stereo also, compatible. So now I have 4 records by the Quadra Strings, and my life is complete. Not really, but... Well, I hope you enjoyed that. A look into my latest haul from the Friends of the Library book and music sale. I'm sure there'll be another haul in another few weeks. Check back. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave any comments below. And yeah, that is it for today. So check out the radio stations also, Hawaiian Hi-Fi and Moody Mood Music on Live 365 if you would like to.